Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the midterm. Once we're done with the midterm, guys, we're going to go straight through to the longer-term time frame. Once we're done with the longer-term time frame, we've got quite a few interesting things to touch on today, right? We're going to be looking at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to be looking at the stock to flow chart, which is really quite interesting there. Something else for you guys to be learning. We're also going to be looking at the burning rate of Ethereum at the moment. That's going to be quite cool. And also we're going to be touching on, we're going to do some premium scalps as well, Fear and Greed Index. And then once we're done with that, guys, we're going to be going through to CoinMarketCap. We're going to have a little look at CoinMarketCap and see who's winning the race at the moment. Well, obviously Bitcoin is, but we'll see who's a nice contender for that. And once we're done with that, we're going to get straight through to my altcoins, guys. And we know the score. 3 altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you for potential professional TA for you guys to be learning, and also some potential positions to be coming through as well there. And I do want to touch on one of my positions that I've got going on there as well. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. I just want to start off with a load of shout outs like I usually do. We've got Here Optimist saying hello. When BTC 100k. 2022, my good sir. 2022, not in 2021. We've got Donna on the stream. Nice to see you on the stream there, Donna. We've got Simon. The members coming through. Nice to see you on the stream there, Simon. I do appreciate you stopping by literally every single morning, man. So yeah, I do appreciate it. And we've got Crypto Chameleon. Cool name, man. We've got saying Sup Chester, Mindless Musician saying hello, hello. Nice to see you on the stream there. I hope you're enjoying the WOD machine as well, man, because I think you have access to that at the moment, I'm pretty sure. And you say, Chester, I feel like we have to go to 45 and reverse, because if we hit 49 first, it's a wild head and shoulders on the monthly. Yeah, we'll definitely, we'll see what's going on the monthly, shall we? We'll have a little look. But head and shoulders patterns, they only play out like 30% of the time. So yeah, not the most reliable chart pattern in the world, especially for crypto, but it's a chart pattern nonetheless. So yeah, we'll definitely have a little look at that. And Crypto Community is saying, ICP, baby. Yeah, ICP is going to moon, right? I was stressing about that yesterday. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it, guys. Starting off today, I'm here to give you a BTC update. As you can see, we're going to be starting off on the short-term time frame for Bitcoin and the hourly. Now, what has happened since yesterday, guys? This is really quite interesting, because when we were streaming, we were around sort of this area. We were looking for a short position coming through there. And if you guys did jump into the short position, you would have made paper, right? You'd have made that 5% coming down, because you saw us dump all the way down and near enough got to the volume weighted ATR band as well. So yeah, really quite progressive in terms of a short position. Very good stuff indeed. So let's get rid of that. That's pretty much done now. But what I do want to say is let's not forget about this this rising parallel channel, guys, because this rising parallel channel is still a valid sort of chart pattern coming through here. We need to take into consideration about this momentum that we are technically finding at the moment, right? Excuse me, the momentum to the upside, which we're currently getting, which seems quite nice, to be honest with you. It's not really too bad. We are setting higher lows pretty well, and if we are going to pull back and bounce off this horizontal at 47,121 here on the short-term time frame, then I can see progression to the upside pulling us up further, and then we could be looking at target prices around 48k there along those lines. Something I did really want to, but that's obviously going to be a resistance point to be looking out for, and as we did see yesterday when we did come up and we tested this this dirty trap zone area that we have from that rising parallel channel there. This is the area to be looking out for, guys, because we did see that resistance play out. We know the resistance is there. We know it's going to be there, but it's just how strong is it going to be, right? So that's another thing to take into consideration. But yeah, what we're really looking for now here for Bitcoin is going to be a higher low, right? We're going to be looking for a higher low, and then hopefully that's going to give us some progression. If we start to fall and we start invalidating the most recent higher lows, then it is going to be bearish, guys, and we're going to be having the continuation of this trend to the downside, right? Probably setting lows yet again. And then that brings us on to like the more macro scale. As you can see, we're setting lows in terms of not quite candle body closes here, but these wicks are really quite aggressive to the downside, right? They're really quite aggressive. Not quite as low as that December the 4th crash, all the way down to 42k there, but still quite aggressive for just a bit of a dump coming through there, right? Now, that was obviously, you can see here on the volume, guys, that that's the smart money coming through. Should we change a few of the settings and make that a bit more bright, shall we? No, that's not it. No, I'll have to do that later. Why can't I? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Not the nicest color in the world, but let's make it a bit brighter, shall we? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, we've got smart money coming in really, really quite strong in terms of the volume here. And that's obviously dumping down really, really hard. And then what we've got after that is the dumb money, guys. The retail clients, the retail traders coming through there. And that's why we're just seeing this side where there's still undecided sort of mentality coming through there. We're seeing a bit of a buyback and then a continuation of the downtrend, which usually happens after smart money dumps there. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see that. But at this point in time, it is looking quite progressive. We are seeing a nice bit of momentum to the upside. I wouldn't say it's smart money getting involved. I wouldn't really say that it's big investors or any really big whales coming through and saying hello here, because you can see the volume really isn't anything to get excited about there. It's still pretty much retail, right, coming through. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this does actually plan out over the next few hours or so. But yeah, key points to be looking out for there is going to be this 48,000 for rejection there. And also, let me bring up the RSI because there is potential for a bearish divergence as well, guys. As you can see, we have got a nice low, we've got a nice high coming through here, and that is going to be labeled as this point. Let me get rid of the WOD machine for a second. As you can see, this is going to be labeled as this high here. You can see we're getting ever so close to breaking this high here on the RSI, right? And that's going to mean that we're not going to be breaking it here on in terms of the price action. So for that to happen, we'd need to break like 49,500, and it's quite a long way to get to that, right? So that's going to basically be forming some sort of bearish divergence coming through, which is an instigation for some sort of reversal in the price, right? Some sort of reversal in the price. So this is definitely going to be something to be looking out for, guys, especially as we're coming up to these really, really key points here for reversal for that V-below resistance. So even though we are seeing a bit of a pump here for Bitcoin this morning, we're likely to see reversals coming through unless we can absolutely bang it to the moon and clear 49,500. There is going to be a bearish divergence to take into consideration there, guys. Now let me have a little look at the macadamia nut coming through here on the midterm, sorry, on the short term here for Bitcoin. As you can see, as we were talking about yesterday, this pretty key horizontal area in terms of a trend reversal point here for the MACD. This is something that we were talking about, and we were discussing the potential for a reversal of the trend there. And what do you know? It played out. It happened, right? And this is why we do use trend cycles and very strong horizontals coming through here on the MACD. I mean, they don't always play out, guys, but it's just a piece of information that we can be using as well there for reversals in the price, right? So yeah, overall, not too bad. I do want to say in terms of charting now, let's do some fresh TA, shall we? Let's do some fresh TA. Let's probably bang a trend line down coming from there, because obviously these are the highs that we are seeing at this point in time. Obviously we've got this high from this uptrend, well, from this point, right? This is the highest high from just ignoring that downtrend, right? And then we've got lower highs, then we've got lower highs. What did we see on the 12th of December, a couple of days ago now? We saw us actually climb up, invalidate a very, very crucial lower high, which is technically quite bullish, but then unfortunately we are setting lows of this trend, right? We are setting new lows, which is bearish, guys. So this is an instigation that we are probably going to actually have a reversal again from that zone. Another piece of information that we can be using there. Now, let's have a little look at the WOD machine ever so quickly, because volume weighted ATR band, hello, near enough touched us again, which is a very good bounce point to be looking out for. So if we are going to actually have continuation to the downside, probably something along the lines of that, probably going to bounce on this low again, and then probably have continuation to the downside again. This is going to be the bounce point that we're going to be looking for on the volume weighted ATR band, guys. Very, very crucial stuff. That's the bounce point we're going to be looking for. Am I going to be longing from that zone? Probably not. I'm probably going to be looking for a better long here on the midterm, which we're going to get to ever so shortly. Ever so shortly, does that make sense? Not sure, probably not. But yeah, just to summarize here on the short-term time frame, we've got parallel channel, which we have broke down from. We're coming up for that retest of that parallel channel now, and also a bearish divergence which has potential to play out here, guys, for the future. And yeah, I think it's just as the resistance, V-below resistance does want to play out today. So this is definitely something to be looking out for at around this 48,000. even if we start pumping drastically, guys, please be aware. If we don't clear 49,500, that bearish divergence on the RSI that we were talking about there, that's still going to be valid, right? That's still going to be valid. So please take that into consideration. Now, let's move on to the midterm here for Bitcoin, because, I mean, we know what's going on here. We've been doing this for quite a while now. We've got the all-time highs coming through around 68, 69,000, that sort of area. We've got a parallel channel all falling down. The Vivula resistance here is strong. What does that tell us? There's going to be resistance here at 50,000, 52K, that sort of area. Definitely a point to be looking out for there, guys, on the midterm here for Bitcoin. In terms of a point of support, yes, we have been gaining that pretty well along this trend line, this downward sloping support line here. And what do you know? Yesterday we did come and we did bounce off this zone, right? Seeing a bit of a nice bit of momentum to the upside. What's happening? A bit of nice momentum to the upside coming through here for Bitcoin. And that's what we are seeing here in terms of the title of the video. Rising. Bitcoin's rising, but what does this mean? So you can see we bounced perfectly off the volume weighted ATR band again. The momentum is there. The support is there. And what were we saying yesterday, guys? 46,500 was the place to watch. That was the place to watch. What do you know? We have a juicy bounce coming through there. Very nice indeed. We made the money on the short position, and now we're not, as I said, we're not looking to long this zone just because we've seen a bit of a pump. We're looking for a nice breakout, right? A nice breakout scenario. And the breakout scenario here for Bitcoin here on the midterm is gonna be quite nice, right? It's going to be quite nice. And when I say quite nice, I mean we're going to be looking at a measure move to the downside, looking something along the lines of this, guys. And then that's going to be obviously bringing us down like so. And that's going to be sending us down to prices around 38,000, right? I know, quite ambitious to the downside, but if Bitcoin is going to have the continuation of this trend, guys, trend is your friend. We're going to ride that bad boy until the end, right? That's basically what we're seeing here. We're not seeing any lower highs getting validated. We're just seeing upwards momentum, or not any really crucial lower highs here on the midterm. It's just upwards momentum that we are seeing here. Downwards momentum that we are seeing here. So it's going to be very interesting to see when we do actually break this this downward sloping support line. And obviously we are going to be losing the volume weighted ATR band as well. When that does happen, we usually trend below it. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see when that does come into fruition there. Let's have a little look at the RSI coming through on the midterm, because we do have that, obviously, that bearish divergence that we did actually see play out here, guys. As we did see this play out, humongous dumps to the downside, right? So we can see how valid these actually are. Now, we do have potentially a bullish divergence here, and this is why we are seeing, I know it's very near enough horizontal, but it is still valid. It is still on the curve. It is still on the curve, guys. So yeah, this is still valid, and that's probably why we are seeing a bit of upwards momentum coming through here. In terms of resistance points, we were talking about 48,000 here on the short-term time frame. Definitely a point to watch, and you can see we got the 10 SMA coming down at 47,800, 900. We got the 21 moving average as well, coming at 48,100. And by the time that the price actually gets up there, we're probably going to see a correlative point around 48K, looking very, very, very congruent indeed. So what does that tell us? The resistance is really lining up along this zone, guys. So please be prepared for that resistance to play out, right? Now, that's pretty much it covered up on the midterm time frame, guys. We've got our divergences. We've got our got a potential move to the downside if we are going to be shorting Bitcoin here. Should we look at the DMI ever so quickly, see what's going on there? Because we've got the ADX actually rising up quite nicely at around 25.59, and when we see this get above 20, and also so for me, I have checkpoints here for the DMI, for the ADX, and we've got 20, we've got 25. When we're above those levels, it instigates a stronger trend. If we're above 25, there is going to be a strong move coming, guys. There is going to be a strong move coming, so please be prepared for that. And you can see we've had that bearish crossover coming through, the negative crossing over the positive there, and that's going to be a bearish sign, which we are currently seeing here on the charts from when that crossover did come into fruition there. As you can see there, the humongous dump to the downside, right? So yes, nice piece of information to be using, guys. If you did want that, it's called the Directional Movement Index. You can use that. It's for free on TradingView, right? So yeah, it's pretty much the midterm done, guys. Let's look at the longer term time frame. As you can see, we have been talking about the longer term time frame for quite a while now in terms of this upward sloping parallel channel. You can see the resistance that we're getting from these zones. 53K was a point that we did really need to look out for. You can see the resistance that we did find on this zone really, really quite strong. So what does that tell us? If we see any sort of pumps to the upside, any sort of 48K getting validation, if we see 49.5 get tapped there, That's potential for invalidating this bearish divergence here. We're going to be looking at resistance after that, guys, here, especially here on the longer term time frame, right? So it's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of this grey box zone, we're pretty much, it's just a consolidation ranging point for us to be looking at terms of support and in terms of resistance there. So yeah, we're currently in that zone. So it's a bit of a sideways ranging sort of area here for Bitcoin, I would say, until we see congruent points actually get lost. And when I say that, guys, you can see here this 200 EMA, when we did lose this, the momentum to the downside really does cement itself into the price action there. And you can see us actually just setting low after low after low, lower high, potentially lower high coming through at the resistance at 48k that we are talking about quite strongly there. If we bang it up through, amazing. But as I said, we're probably going to find resistance at least up to 49,000. Is it 49,200? Yeah, 49,300 for simplicity's sake. That's definitely going to be an area to be looking out for there, for that pullback sort of momentum there. Yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin, guys. I don't really want to waffle on about the longer term time frame that much because I literally do it every day. So I would say the RSI, we've got a pretty strong trend line coming down here. If we are going to range in this area, then we are going to see the RSI actually resume back to this zone, and then the resistance is going to play out. Whether that's going to be before we hit 48k or whether it's just going to be resistance playing out on sort of the shorter term time frames, and then we see a bit more of a stronger trend pattern coming through on the longer term time frames is all up for discussion at this point in time, right? But yeah, in terms of like a summary for crucial points to be watching here for Bitcoin, I don't really want to be losing like 44,465. If we lose that zone, you can see the support that we have on this zone, very, very strong indeed. If we lose that, then we're gonna see 41 get tapped, guys. We're gonna see 41 get tapped, and if that is gonna happen, what does that mean? We're gonna be getting lower than the most recent December the 4th crash, and we don't want to be doing that, guys. If we do that, it's just like another level of confirmation that we're going to be coming down, and yeah, so pretty scarce stuff coming through there if we are going to see Bitcoin actually cascade down in that sort of manner. And then if we lose 41, guys, really awful. Then we're going to be talking about the whole May crash coming through there in terms of the price targets that we did see from before. The lowest point I can see for Bitcoin right now is going to be this upward sloping support line. You can see the level of support we have had on this multiple times. You can see the volume weighted ATR band coming through there, if my head's not in the way. Yeah, the volume weighted ATR band coming through as well. This is going to be a very strong point, around 34,000 for a bounce there, guys. If we lose that, then then goodbye Bitcoin. No, obviously there will be lower prices get hit, but we'll talk about that when we get to these sorts of levels, right? And either way, guys, we're going to be making money regardless, right? We're here to trade either directions, either markets, either trends, right? And that's why we learn TA like this, so we can trade either side. If you're primarily familiar with trading like uptrends, just and you're not that confident with shorting and stuff like that, just go to your settings here and just click invert scale, right? You invert the scale and it changes your chart completely opposite way around. So instead of a downtrend, it actually looks like an uptrend, right? So if you're more familiar with doing that, then you can do that. It works the same sort of thing. Just make sure you're not longing instead of shorting. But yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin covered, guys. And we will go into a bit more detail as the week progresses. But so far, yeah, that's pretty much what we are going to expect on a daily basis here for Bitcoin, right? Coming through there. But yeah, let's call it a day there for Bitcoin, I think. Right, let me have a look at the chat. Let's have a look, see what's going on. We've got a lot of bearish influencers on Twitter and Instagram. No, Twitter and YouTube, sorry. Yeah, it's quite interesting how a load of YouTubers have gone like 100k by the end of the year. Now they're like, Bitcoin's going to 20k. It's like, come on, man. Just be honest with your audience. Joseph says, hi all, Crypto Chester, good morning. How are you today? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm okay. And this whole not having headphones on, it's strange, I must say. It is strange, but it's helping the voice, I would say, because usually I'm like shouting, like literally like shouting at the mic, and because obviously I've got the noise cancelling headphones on, right? So I don't have them on anymore. So it's like quite chill. It's like I'm just talking normally, so it's not very strenuous on the voice. So that's good. How is Hamilton? Yeah, Hammy he's in bed. he is still in bed, and yeah, he's in a lot of pain, right? He's still recovering, but he is still in bed, right? Yes, Xmas should be bearish. Hopefully we'll go up in January. Yeah, I think if we are going to see us going up, it is going to be probably January sorts of times. But what I'm really looking for here, guys, is one, a massive, actually a good level of support, because even though we are seeing us bounce back from these like huge wicks like December the 4th, right? Seeing us bounce back from these huge wicks. These are just limit orders being filled, and now we're seeing literally a continuation of a downtrend, right? It's really quite bad. What I want to see, as I was just saying, there is like the 200 EMA get claimed again in terms of support, and also in validation of these lower highs, right? Because we know how important these are. They're really important in terms of a reversal of a trend and seeing it becoming a bit more bullish, right? So yeah, that's going to be the ideal sort of scenario there for Bitcoin. That's what I'm really going to be looking for, and until we see that, I'm really not going to be like, oh, we're going to the moon or any of that stuff, because who can say we're going to the moon with a chart like this at this point in time, right? My perception will change when we do see these lower highs getting validated, as I was just saying there. But at this point in time, 53k, you can see Viva la resistance from there. If we can't get above that, then it's dreadful. It's dreadful, right? Just need to check on some other charts, guys. And 11 likes, unbelievable. See if we can smash that up to 15 likes while I'm just doing something ever so quickly. That's very good news. And also, that is not very good news. Just got to check something on my phone ever so quickly, guys. You have to bear with me. Sorry. In quite a few trades across the board there. Interesting. An interesting chart. Okay, let me carry on with this, because we got Kevin saying, Chester dude, sup? What's up, man? Hope you're having a good day. We got Cloud Chaser 69 Treeway. You are way better. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and hope you're all having a good time. If you are, smash up the thumbs up. You know the score. But yeah, so let's do some more interesting stuff coming through. Fear and Greed Index, we're at 21, guys. Still very fearful coming through. I didn't answer your moon phases question. No, I don't really trend moon phases, I'm afraid. I have looked into them. I just I'm not. I know they're actually really quite reliable, as I do watch on Crown's stream, but I've never really taken the time to really go into them and use them myself. But maybe that's something I should do, right? Do you guys trade moon phases or what? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I do agree, Bob Summer, that Xmas should be bearish. Yeah, extreme fear on Fear and Greed Index at the moment. I mean, to be honest, we are trending down quite rapidly, to be honest. And it's completely expected, guys. And we're seeing price action like this after seeing everyone being so insanely bullish coming up towards the end of the year, being manipulated by by a lot of main YouTubers and stuff like that, right? Everyone was just like 100k by the end of the year. I bet my life on it. It's just like, no. We were discussing it. We were discussing opportunities at every single downtrend, right? So we like, I was completely honest with you guys, and I said, look, if we're gonna get to any sort of price, 83k was a target, but to clear that by the end of the year, it's like it's not gonna happen, right? And obviously now we have seen obviously these very strong downtrends coming to fruition there, and these dumps, and the whales being like, nah, let's dump it. Well, it basically tells us that next time all the YouTubers are saying something like that, a quite unachievable narrative, let's just bet against the market, guys, because if you think like a whale, you're never going to fail. So yeah, that's the sort of scenario we could be looking at there. Let me have a little look at, I did want to talk about this ever so quickly, the breakout machine, guys, is basically a great indicator that Bitcoin beats built, actually. But yeah, we were talking about this this HVP the other day, and I gave like 10 of you the chance to basically test it. Well, you've got it for like a month, so yeah, you can test it. Basically, you can see when we get really low on this chart here, you can see it basically predicts like really quite big moves here, really low on the chart here, at the top of this move there, bang, top of this, well, the bottom of this move here, bang. You can see here the bottom of this move, really low on the chart here, bang. You can see how basically reliable this is in terms of like Bitcoin, right? See, it's really low on this chart here, pretty hit. It just literally predicts the really strong moves coming through there, guys. So yeah, really quite a nice indicator to be using. And I just wanted to show you some results coming through here. I'm not going to go into too much detail because at this point in time, this indicator is a bit of it's asleep at the moment because the volume is a bit too high for BTC. But if we are going to be losing like 35k, 30k, then we are going to see this indicator wake up a bit, and it's going to produce pretty insane results like it has not recently, in the last like 2-3 years. It's produced pretty insane stuff coming through here, guys. And when I say insane, just look at these percentages, right? I'm gonna be, look, we do this at like 16 leverage, so it's quite a strong leveraged chart, right? And as you can see, we're going from 2019, from January 2019 to now. 111 trades, starting with literally like $100, guys. If we start with $1, it's going to load. It's still going to be $1.6 million profit, right? $1.6 million profit since starting from 2019, right? So yeah, pretty insane indicator coming through there. But at the moment, for the last like year, it has been asleep. So yeah, just kind of waiting for this to wake up now, waiting for volume to sort of dip down a little bit, and hopefully that does happen. The lower that the BTC Exchange Reserve gets, the lower the volume here for BTC in terms of trading, and it's gonna hopefully get right, and hopefully it can be held up both sides in terms of Bitcoin. So instead of like dumping like 40%, we can it's got a lot more stability there coming through. I think that's all going to all happen through staking and stuff like that. So so yeah, we're a little bit far off for that. But when this indicator does wake up again, then obviously these gains are just going to be just ridiculous, right? So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking forward to in the future there, guys. And that's obviously for my community coming through. Then I probably will just give this probably will just like the mods of my Telegram, guys. I'm probably just going to give this to you, just probably for free, right? Just obviously not now, like in the future, just because I want to give you guys something back for free, because obviously you manage the community really quite well. So yeah, that's just something I did want to touch on ever so quickly there. But yeah, moving on to Bitcoin dominance, guys. You can see we've broken this trend line to the upside, which unfortunately, guys, that is quite bad for your altcoins there. It basically says people are moving their money from the altcoins back into Bitcoin. So yeah, it's not good for the altcoins there. So yeah, I would be looking for 42.61% as resistance there. If you are going to find resistance there, that's going to be quite good, because you're going to be bringing us back down to that 40% sort of mark, and then obviously hopefully we can have a little bit of uprising there for altcoins in general, right? That's going to be sort of the ideal sort of scenario there for the BTC dominance. Stock and flow chart, stop and flow model coming through here, guys. This is quite an interesting chart, and I haven't touched on this in quite a while, just because it's quite patient. You've got to be quite patient with this chart, right? And it basically tells you the days until the next halvening here for Bitcoin. And that's when like the price of mining a block on the blockchain for Bitcoin transactions is actually halves, right? So the miners are getting less, they're getting paid less to mine, basically. And let's just take a second, right? Because when this has happened before, the last 2 times we've had these halvenings coming through here, well, not the halvenings in a sense, like directly. I'm talking about where we are now in terms of the stock and flow model. Sorry, confused myself then. You can see we've got this green color coming through here around 2014 there, guys. From there, you can see the very strong downtrend coming into fruition there as we were turning into the blue sort of section there. And also back in 2017, 2018, guys, same scenario coming through there. Very strong downtrends coming through there. Really, I'm talking huge dips in the price, right? Going from 19k all the way down to around $3,000 there. And that's not even taking into consideration that March crash, right? That's way before the March crash in 2020. Now, where are we now? We're pretty much at this zone, guys. We're pretty much at this zone. So what does that tell us? It tells us we could actually potentially be looking at some downside here, right? I know people want everyone to be bullish as hell, but this chart actually is saying bearish, guys. So so please take that into consideration as a piece of information for you guys to be using for your trading ability in the future, right? We've got Cyber on the stream there. Morning, champ. Good morning to you there. Good morning to you there. Crypto Comedian, hey, everything's better when it's free. I bought more ICP at $24 today. Nice, man, nice. Stack that ICP, right? Web3 incoming. I want to talk about Ethereum burn rate as well, guys. This is quite interesting for you guys that didn't know. Ethereum actually is getting burnt, right? They are burning Ethereum at this point in time. In the last hour, we burnt 199 Ethereum, right? This is quite interesting because obviously the more Ethereum that gets burnt here, the higher the price, the higher the demand for the supply is going to be. Now, in the last day, one day, 7,629 Ethereum. So it tells us Ethereum's price, no matter what's going on, is going to become more scarce, right? It's going to become more scarce due to the supply getting lower, right? Whereas obviously Bitcoin, they're not burning Bitcoins, right? So yeah, this is it's interesting. In the last 7 days, 49,000. In the last month, 304,000. All time, 1.1 million for Ethereum, guys. If we just touch on the Ethereum supply ever so quickly, right? You can see 118 million, guys. So we're burning 1.1 million of the supply. This is obviously going to be having an effect on the price in the future, right? Kind of like, I guess, like kind of inflating the price. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just definitely something to be looking out for, and just definitely something I did want to touch on to teach you guys that Ethereum is becoming more scarce out here. Not drastically, but gradually, right? So yeah, pretty much done with that. Let's have a look at my crypto charts on Crypto Quant and see what's coming through here. Funding rates, they went up a bit, obviously from the dump, but that obviously shows it's not really climbing up rapidly. So it just shows not a lot of people are, again, are confident in terms of holding long positions. Which, to be honest, look at the charts. I don't blame you. Man. In terms of, wow, that got really high. When was this? December 19th. Interesting. Yeah, because obviously when the all exchanges whale ratio is really high, guys, that it basically means increased selling pressure from the whales, and that's probably why we have seen fairly few dumps coming through quite recently, right? Leverage ratio on the way up as well. The higher that this goes, the more chances of the whales manipulating the price, guys. And also open interest. It's actually come down since yesterday as well. So sorry, the day before yesterday, because these charts are like a day delayed, unfortunately. So yeah, that's quite interesting as well. It basically shows that a lot less people are holding their futures contracts for, like now compared to a few days ago. So that tells us that the whales are less likely to be manipulating the price, right? When they see this open interest go really, really high, like we did see coming into like the start of November there, that's when the whales are coming out to play, right? They sat around for like October and they're like, not going to do that much. And now November's coming into fruition, open interest is really high. They're basically sat back saying, right, there's loads and loads of futures contracts open. Let's liquidate a load of people. That's basically what they're doing now, right? So yeah, interesting stuff coming through. That on my favorite crypto charts. Should we do some scalps? Yeah, should we do some premium scalps for the premium scalp package? I did want to just probably want to do that live on stream, actually. Why not? I've just got to check on my trades. Nothing too crazy. All good. We surviving. 18 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable. I appreciate all the likes coming through. And if you are enjoying the stream, smash the thumbs up. It does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Right, let's do some scalps. So I'm just going to basically scalp, I don't know, like 50 charts in the space of like probably 4 or 5 minutes, right? So yeah, we're going to be looking for sideways channel, guys. Sideways channel we're looking for an activation point in the central, and then we're looking for a wick outside the zone, but a candle body close inside the zone. So let's go through and see if we can get any sort of trades coming through here. And see if we got anything active at this time. We need to get some music. I hope you're having a fantastic we Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday, 14th of December. Getting ever so close to Christmas as well. Ever so close. Yeah, so as you can see here, guys, this would have been a trade. As you can see, we did miss that one this morning. Unfortunately, it's like 6 a.m. So we've got candle body close outside the zone. Stop loss is going to be below the most recent wick there. You would have entered here right in that wave all the way up in terms of a long position. You'd have made around near enough 2% gain there. So really quite nice for a scalp there. See if we can get any sort of trades coming through here. It's not really, the charts aren't looking that favorable. So yeah, we would have had a trade here, guys. Missed that one as well. Cake. We would have had a trade at 11.47 there, and we would have basically shorted that down because you can see ever so close. We've got a wick outside the zone and sideways channel, activation point in the middle. Stop loss, because we don't actually have a wick along this channel here. We're basically going to go on the most recent wick coming through there, and that's going to be around $11.55 there. But you can see the short position that would have actually come into fruition here. We're looking around a 2% gain, but you would have taken half your profit at halfway. I'm looking at around 1.11% there, and then stop loss to entry, you know the score, and then hopefully riding that wave all the way down for this 2% gain there. So yeah, that's just two positions that we're seeing in terms of the live price that have just surpassed us by. But yeah, as you can see here, this is why we take 50% profit, guys, because you can see we've got a wick outside the zone, we've got a candle body close, we're riding that wave up, probably hitting that 50% mark there, still banking a nice like 2% near enough for Cosmos right now, and then stop loss to entry, you know the score. So yeah, that's pretty much atom done. I mean, we could, if we do get another wick outside the zone, there could be another trade there. Definitely something to be looking out for. Now, this is quite interesting, right? Because Tezos right now, obviously, we've got the sideways channel, we've got the activation point, we've got the wick outside the zone. But depending on where this candle body closes, right, if it's more than, got rid of that chart, that was the wrong button. If it's more than halfway along this zone here, if it's more than halfway between the top side of this channel and the lowest and the central point here, then I'm probably not going to be touching it, guys. I'm probably not going to be touching it because it's the stop loss is going to be too high there. I'm not really about that. I mean, to be honest, struggling to find some trades coming through here, so I'm just going to whiz through this ever so quickly. But you see how quickly I can scout these charts, guys, looking for these positions coming through here. So yeah, you can see here the candle body close was it's a bit too close. It's not quite. It's probably just under 50% of that trade there. So yeah, it's probably not worth our time getting in there. So yeah, that's 50 charts scalp there. Let's jump through to another 50. See if we can get any sort of position coming through here, guys. Yep, so we've got the candle body closed, but not quite high enough, right? So yeah, this is basically the premium scalp package, guys, and this is how it's scalped, like 150 charts in the space of like 3 minutes. And the success rate is it's like 75%. It's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. And the whole take 50% halfway through and then stop loss to entry, that works fairly well as well, right? No, nothing there as of yet. Yeah, it's pretty good scalping tool to use, guys. Yeah, if you do want a free trial on this, you can have a look at the website. It's like you get 7 days for free. Otherwise, it's like £20 a month for the indicator, and also the private Telegram group, guys. If you do want to get involved with that, we've got 5 trades per day, 25 trades a week, and also, so yeah, you can see another long position coming through there. Take profit halfway, stop loss to entry, looking at coming back down there. And yeah, so 25 trades a week, 100 trades a month, basically for £19.99. So yeah, really quite cheap, man. Another long trade coming through there, guys, you can see. And even if we did go long after this wick here, we've got a stop loss down here, so we would still be long when we come down here. So yeah, that would have been a lovely take profit as well there. Same again, guys. Nice take profit hit. It's a bit too low, I'd say. So obviously we've got, and these are like quite strong rules, guys. They're quite strong rules basically put in place for this indicator, and that's, I've just scalped 150 charts in the space of probably like 3 or 4 minutes, right? So so yeah, it's just a nice example of that. But unfortunately, no live positions actually looking to take off at this time, which is a bit annoying. But let's have a look at the chart there. We got Hadra Salim on the stream again. Nice to see you on the stream, man. Do appreciate you stopping by. It's like every day you're coming in now, man. Do appreciate it. Don't worry about coming late as well, man. You're welcome at any time you join. Maz Patel. I look at the altcoin request once I'm done with all this other stuff, right? So yeah, you can expect that shortly. Have a gander and merit cycle, please. Tell you what, let me write down a little request for you guys, because we've got Lena and then merit cycle. Have you got the code for merit cycle? Kosofink, if that's how you say it, man. Circle. Man, I can't read. Got Lauren on the stream that morning. Wow, you up before me, Chess. Yeah, it's a bit of an early stream today, guys. Thought I mean, I've got a lot of work to do, so I thought I'd just get it out of the way early. Oh god, Big yawns. Whoever bought 14k in Luna, you messed up because that amount of capital you should rely on your own technical. That's not relying on a white hair. Interesting. We also have a Telegram group. Yes, we do. It's an amazing community as well, guys. Merit Circle, MC. Okay, let me have a look at that once I'm done with my altcoins of the day, guys. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today. And they are... What are they? We've got Luna, guys, because Luna's doing bits today. We've got Luna, we've got Tezos, and also Nathan. We've got MATIC as well, right? So let me get them out of the way, and then we're going to get straight through to your altcoin requests, guys. I just got stopped out of a trade. That sucks. Just go into my... Wow, yeah, that's quite an aggressive dump. Not good. Oh, oil. Wow, that's not the best scenario in the world. But we move on. That's what it is. Chester needs a Viking helmet and an axe. Yeah, to be fair, the beard is getting a bit out of control, right? And that's why I'm streaming a bit earlier, right? Because I need to get it out of the way so I can master this strategy I'm working on, and then I can shave the beard. Because I said to myself, I'm not going to shave the beard until I've mastered this strategy. So I'm putting in literally like 10 hours a day or something stupid into this strategy. So once it's mastered, then we all good. I'm going to be a babyface man again. But yeah, let's do my altcoins of the day, and then we're gonna do some requests coming through. The first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is Luna, coming through here. As you can see, Luna is done about 6.5% today. Really quite good so far. We've got 14 hours of the daily left, so it's going to be very interesting to see how much we're going to do today and where this price is actually going to end. In terms of chart patterns right now, you can see this upward sloping resistance line coming through. That the resistance that we are finding here is really quite strong, guys. Really quite strong. So please take into consideration, if we are going to start banging it up here, then we're probably going to find some sort of resistance at $62.80 there. That's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for there. And in terms of support on this lower side as well, you can see if we are going to see Bitcoin or if we're going to see Bitcoin start to dump off a cliff, we know Luna's got a nice level of support sat at around 46, 45 bucks as well. Probably a nice accumulation phase there for Luna to be looking out for there. I mean, we do have, as we're just saying there, we do have a rising wedge chart pattern, guys, and that basically, unfortunately, means they tend to usually break to the downside. Let's not rule out that they don't break to the upside, because you can see here on previous price action, we did see Luna actually run up and smash through that resistance and actually bang it right to the upside. So there is potential for that to happen as well. Are we going to be prepared for all scenarios? Yes, we are. This is going to be the measure move we're looking for there, for the progression to the upside. Obviously, depending on where we're going to break here, we're going to be looking for it's going to be around a 30% gain, guys. Around a 30% gain there, depending on where we're actually going to enter here. It's going to be a very, very nice long position for Luna for the future to the upside. Now, if we are going to see this fall off a cliff, and we are going to see this rising wedge play out like they normally do to the downside, we're going to be looking for around... same sort of percentages, right? Near enough around a 32% gain to the lower side as well. Obviously, depending on where we're going to get in, we've obviously got a very strong level of support here, and we know that we're going to be staggering those take profits all the way down, gridding those take profits to accumulate as much money as possible, and to save ourselves from being reversed on, right? Because we're not about that life. Once we're making that money, we're not giving that money back, right? In terms of what we are seeing here for Luna, I would say very, very strong trend lines coming down like so. This is definitely a point to be looking out for there in terms of resistance, guys, because we can see this is a very, very strong area to get rejected from. So what does that tell us today? Here on the 4 hour, we've got how many? 2 hours left of the 4 hour. This is going to be a very, very strong point to be looking out for there in terms of rejection there. Definitely something to be taken into consideration. If we can break that to the upside, then I really would be thinking about this 62k is on the cards. But guys, we pumped 6.5% today already. So please be prepared for some sort of resistance coming through. We do have the 200 EMA here on the 4 hour, which is also good news, because we're above it. Hopefully we can act as a nice level of support and not resistance, because you can see the resistance that we do get from this. It's quite strong along this purple moving average coming through there, but the support, could be really, really quite beneficial to us right now. So yeah, definitely a few things to be looking out for there for Luna. Let's get rid of that TA for a sec, and let's let's talk about what we've got coming through here, guys, because this is, I would say, potentially, we do have quite a few scenarios, right? We've obviously got a parallel chance to the downside, which we could be looking at a break here. The break to the upside, if we are looking at that, there could be a nice little long position. Am I going to be entering this? I'm not too sure, really, just because you can see the moving averages we've got here. These would be acting as very, very strong take profit points, and whether it's really going to be worth the time coming through around 8%. So depending on where we break and how far away these moving averages actually are, if we are going to get in here, we're going to first take profit around $2.45. Second, take profit at the price action channel because it's the sort of the direction of the trend indicator there. That's going to be at 6% there, and then 55 moving average there at 7.26%. But yeah, these are very, very crucial reversal points there. So yeah, am I going to be taking this? Potentially. We'll just have to see how we break and see the momentum to the upside, see what we're doing in terms of the resistance here, and whether we're going to get support on this 200 there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that does actually plan out. But yeah, potential position to be looking out for there. And that's one scenario that we could be doing from that trend line, right? Let's bring it out like this, and then we could be looking at potentially something along the lines of this, guys. And this is a falling wedge chart pattern. Falling wedge chart pattern, they tend to usually break to the upside. Same sort of measure move there, but a more bullish chart pattern to be looking out for. And we can see the support that we do find along these zones. Really, really quite nice there. So yeah, overall not too bad for Luna. I would say potential positions to be looking out for is going to be this on the short term and then this on the long term. But yeah, that's going to be your daily update today here on Luna. The Three Kingdom new collab was announced. TKK review, mate. It's such a steal. God, man, you really are shilling that, man. And that basically gives you a cheeky timeout. Michael Allen's coming through. Just popped in to like the stream, say hi, I hope you're doing well. We'll catch the stream and you all later on. Nice to see you on the stream, man. It's nice to see you on the stream there, man. Do appreciate you coming through. Yeah, we're not really about shilling on this channel, guys. We're not really about the shill life. So yeah, try and avoid shilling, please. I've got let's do a request for Maz. I see you, Maz. Lena. There she is. Brain turn on. I'd be worried, Maz. I'd be worried, man. See some fresh TA for Lena. You guys know I'm always as honest as I possibly can be with these charts, and yeah, I'll be completely honest, right? Cheeky timeout, just a cheeky timeout. Don't put the baby in the corner. Hi guys, I'm here to give you a daily update today on Lina. As you can see here, we're going to be starting off here on the daily. What I would say is this is a very strong point here from launch here on Binance on around March 2021, before the insane crash of May. But yeah, this is going to be a very good point to be looking out for there. As you can see, we have seen this in most recent highs coming through that in terms of this uptrend. Around the start of November, we did see this price actually get rejected very heavily from this zone. In terms of what we are seeing now, I would say we've either got like a rising parallel channel, guys, and you can see the level of support that we do have along this zone. Very, very strong until we get to here. And we've had this breakdown scenario, right? You can see the level of resistance we've had from the top side there, correlating very well with this price, as I was just saying, from open there. So yeah, some interesting points to be looking out for there for the future. What I would say is, unfortunately, parallel channel or rising wedge here, guys. It's pretty undecided on what it could be here, but they tend to usually break to the downside in this sort of scenario here. So in terms of a move to the downside here, guys, it's not going to be like that. We're going to be averaging it around this sort of direction here. So we're probably going to be doing something along the lines of this in terms of a measure move to the downside there. So yeah, this would be the price target here around 2 cents 549. In terms of percentage gain for this, in terms of a short position, right, it's going to be around 42% there. So I don't know anyone who did short this to the lower side here. What you've seen actually come down, you've seen obviously the December the 4th crash to the downside there, and then you have seen obviously a nice retest of this trend line, and unfortunately you haven't held up. You've retested it twice now, but you're just seeing that that rejection just coming through very, very strongly here. I would be looking to hold this zone. If we can hold this zone, it's going to be a lot better for you there. You can see the most recent higher low of this uptrend that you have got to hold here. If you don't hold this, then yeah, I would definitely say you're going to be coming down to have the completion of this measure move here. But overall, I would say fairly bearish right now. If you were looking for any sort of bullish momentum, I want to see you climb above this trend line again around 4 cents, 782. If you can get above that, you're going to be above all major moving averages here on the daily, and that's obviously going to signify a lovely level of support that we have seen in previous price action here. So yeah, hopefully we can get above that and see momentum there on the daily. But if not, place to watch is going to be this 3 cents 249. If you lose that and don't find support, I would say easily you're coming down to this previous lower high here, and that is going to be in terms of a price target. It's going to be around a 2.483. And I know if you're probably hodling this, you're probably like, ugh, I don't want to see us coming down. But at the end of the day, if we do come down here and you've got hope in the coin and you are hodling this for the longer term time frame, it's just going to be an accumulation buying phase for yourself there. So yeah, it's not actually bad news for you to come down here. If you have got money aside to be buying more. But yeah, if you were, say if you were hodling, right, and you did actually lose this zone, you could actually sell your hodl here and then rebuy back your hodl when you get to lower prices, because you're just going to be accumulating more coins here as you are doing that sort of strategy there. But yeah, I'd say let's jump down to the shorter term time frames here on the 4 hour, because I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, right? We are still seeing this downtrend really come to fruition here. We aren't clearing above all major moving average at all. We are taking little spikes to the upside, but nothing really quite congruent in terms of momentum actually holding up, right? And when I say that, these wicks, guys, these wicks that we are seeing here, really bad, right? Really bad, because you're seeing the buy up really quite nice, strong buy ups, but you can see the orders getting filled. The sell orders are being filled rapidly, dumping the price right back down. So it basically says in this area, we've got a massive lump of sellers, right? Waiting to sell these prices, waiting to basically cash out on what they've been hodling or holding in general. So yeah, this is obviously a really quite bearish sign when this is going to happen, and we're probably just going to see if these orders aren't going to get filled when we do see pumps like this, then they're probably going to gradually get executed like this, and that's why we're seeing some sort of like just gradual sort of crappy downtrend coming through here. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there as well. Volume weighted ATR band coming through around that bounce point as well there. So yeah, not all bad news. Hopefully you can get a bounce there for that momentum to the upside. God, everything's going off. Just 1 sec, guys. All my alerts. It's probably going to come off on all my charts now. Great. But yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there for Lena. You scared the hell out of me. God. Oh, goodness me. You can show BTC though. Have you heard of Soul Rise token? No, I haven't actually. I haven't hold a Soul Rise. Soul Rise. If anyone knows any like really low market cap coins that they do want to say or show us, let us know in the chat. I know Donna's really good at finding them. She found one the other day. It did like 6x or something. It's like 600% or something crazy. I invested. Thank you, Donna. Rewind, then watch back at 1.5 speed. Missed that last comment. Thank you, Villian. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. Let me do my second altcoin of the day, guys. I got a bit of Soul Rise, says Donna. Mimir. 28 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable. Absolutely killing it in terms of the likes of the stream. Some news: Kickstarter is moving to blockchain. That's interesting. They plan to develop a blockchain using Cello. It might be worth paying attention to. Yeah, that is something really quite interesting there, Mr. Miles. Very interesting. Cello. I have heard of Cello and I have done TA on it before. But yeah, if Kickstarter's getting involved with that, then obviously we know how big Kickstarter is and how progressive their projects are for the future. But yeah, I'm going to pop the loot ever so quickly, guys, and I will be back. Too much tea. Yeah, I will be back, and then we'll do some more requests, guys, because we are pretty much at the request part of the show. So yeah, I've only been streaming for 57 minutes, so we've probably got at least like 20 to 30 minutes of requests now. So yeah, that'd be quite cool, just to get you guys some just some requests done. But yeah, stay tuned. I will be back very shortly indeed. Stay juicy. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and I'm back. I'm here to give you loads of in the altcoin request part of the show, right? So get ready to smash your altcoins in the chat, and I'll get to them as soon as physically possible, right? Just closed one of my positions, right? Money, made loads of money. It's all good. But yeah, I'm back, guys. Let me have a look at the chat because I see you're having good conversations in there. Stay juicy right before you pee. Blocks Phil, nice to see you on the stream there, man. May the forest be with you. But yeah, let me do some more requests, guys. I'm gonna do my second altcoin of the day, and then we're going to smash through some requests for you guys. I've got Metric Circle on the list, MC, going to have a little look at that, and then we'll get to more requests for you guys as well. And if you haven't already, guys, smash that thumbs up. Does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms coming through there, guys. If that is okay, if you're enjoying yourself, of course. I'm here today to give you my second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you. It's Tezos XTZ coming through there. as you can see, we're starting off here on the daily, guys. Very, very, very strong parallel channel, right? You can see the resistance from the top side here, really, really quite congruent, really, really quite strong resistance there. I do want to say in terms of level of support that we are finding here, this upward sloping support line is a point to be looking out for there. So if we are going to see us actually dump really quite aggressively to the downside, we pretty much know for a fact we're going to be bouncing here at $2.60 there. So so if we are going to be coming down even further and further and further, if Bitcoin is going to just decide to keep on continuing down here, we're obviously going to see Tezos have the same sort of price action reaction, and we are going to see a bounce point coming through here. So this is definitely going to be an accumulation phase for myself there, for Tezos there. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frames coming through there. I wouldn't say that we're going to be losing this zone anytime soon. We do have the volume weighted ATR as well on the daily, and we know how strong this actually is in terms of a level of support there coming through there on most of the charts, right? We'll probably see a bit more data here on the 4 hour. Yeah, you can see the volume weighted ATR, and look at the support on this little green bad boy. Really, really quite strong there. So yeah, just take that into consideration there. If we are going to be losing this zone, and then we are going to trend below it, but at this point in time, there's probably going to be support all the way along the lower side here, which is quite nice to see, right? Quite nice to see. Basically implies we could be riding that wave down in a downtrend still, because obviously this does move with the trend there, but it's definitely a bounce point to be looking out for there, guys. Now, in terms of this live price chart that we are looking at here on the 4 hour, I do want to say, unfortunately, yes, broadening wedge, guys. You can see resistance from this zone. You can see support from this zone as well. That does imply quite a big distance between these two really strong trend lines here. So annoyingly, I'm not the biggest fan of broadening wedges, guys, because I think the price action is just too much, and we don't need that. We need nice chill price action to make nice stronger gains, right? More reliable gains in a sense, right? Not manipulated gains. So yeah, as you can see here, this is going to be a bounce point to be looking out for around $3.24 there, if we don't bounce already on the volume weighted ATR band, as you can see. Very, very nice, very congruent indeed. If we are going to break to the upside or the downside here, guys, upside, we could be looking for a nice measure move here. We're obviously not going to go really ambitious like crazy. We're going to be doing something a lot smaller, right? We're going to go on the least recent uptrend inside of this chart pattern, and this is sort of the move that we are going to be going for if we are going to break to the upside here. Obviously, we're still miles away from this, and this is another reason why I'm not the biggest fan of these chart patterns coming through. We're about 14.87% there. So not like unachievable, fairly achievable, but still quite a nice gain in general. And obviously, we're going to be staggering take profits as we go. Volume weighted ATR band as well on the top side. That's looking quite strong too. So yeah, not too bad overall there for Tezos. I would say we are still on a downtrend, guys. We're seeing a nice bit of upwards momentum, but that is just being reflected straight away by this downwards momentum, the correctionary period, near enough getting back to that sort of price before that insane pump to the upside there. Below all major moving averages at this time, pretty much below the 20. Below the 21, below the price action channel, below the 55, and also the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, which is obviously fairly bearish indeed. If we lose this 21 here, that's going to be signifying we're going to be losing very, very strong higher lows here as well. And that's obviously going to mean continuation to the downside, right? So yeah, I would be expecting lower prices of around $4.25 there, or $4.02 there, if we are going to see those prices actually get reached. These prices actually get breached there. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there on Tezos. I would say just overall it is quite bearish right now. This is obviously the low that we are working with, and this is obviously a higher low at this time. If we invalidate this higher low here, guys, I would expect to be coming down to this this area here, right? And that's obviously congruently lining up fairly well with the volume weighted ATR band as well. So yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there. A couple of things to be looking out for there for Tezos. Let's jump even further in to the rabbit hole here. Even further in there, because let's see if we can get some sort of daily position coming through there. I mean, nothing is really jumping out at me like crazy at this point in time. I mean, if we had a bit more of a curl there, we could have cup and handled it, but it's a bit too steep for me. You could say V-shaped recovery, and we could be looking at targets for around here. We have seen a higher low on the most recent uptrend above all major moving averages. If we are going to be looking for this price here, guys, I would want to get over this 200 EMA first, and not be setting a lower high here, right? If we're setting a lower high here after a lower high, after a lower high, after a lower high, then it's obviously going to be continuation and challenging the most recent higher low there. So So yeah, overall, I would still say bearish, guys, until we're invalidating these crucial lower highs here. We're trying getting that momentum there. We are trying to get there, but nothing quite confirmed as of yet. But yeah, that's gonna be your daily update today on Tezos. Let's have a look at the chat quickly. News about Tezos. Ubisoft is using Tezos for NFTs, and oh, that's quite cool. No idea how long term it is, but for now it's a thing. That's cool. That is cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting deeper into the NFT space over the course of the coming weeks, guys. I want to be doing it's a goal of mine because the NFT space is obviously booming at the moment. I haven't really adopted it because I've been more charting, but obviously it is pretty heavily involved in crypto, so I probably should get my knowledge up together with it. So I'm doing that at the moment, but what I do want to say is what I want to be achieving here with Crypto Chester live stream every day. I want to be doing a weekly NFT giveaway for my audience. So I'm going to give you guys basically a chance to win an NFT every week. That's sort of my goal. I've obviously got to find a few companies and stuff to do some work with them. But that's going to be something I want to do to give back to you guys, right? Which I think would be quite cool, right? It would be quite cool to do. As well, because you guys will obviously be winning NFTs, and like there's only 22 of you watching, so the chances of you guys winning is actually really, really quite high. And if you are like tuning in every single day, like I know quite a few of you are, you could literally just be accumulating NFTs, which is obviously very profitable in itself, right? So yeah, that's definitely something I want to be getting involved with for the future, and something for you guys to look forward to as well, right? What kind of NFTs? I'm not too sure as of yet. But just the general ones, right? Probably other NFTs, not so much metaverse gaming. Probably not metaverse gaming ones, but probably just general NFT art, right? But yeah, I obviously got to do a lot more research on that. Someone said the wrong thing, right? Yeah, let me do a request for you guys. What is next? We've got metric circle. I do. No, I'm not Mr. Moss. Metric circle, wasn't it? MCUST T. Metric circle. I think it's, yeah, metric circle. This is trending down. This is worst chart of the day, I'd say. Well done to whoever requested this. It's the worst chart of the day that we have seen so far. Lower lows after lower lows being set. Lower highs being challenged a bit, but not breached and getting rejected. Yeah, really rough. I wouldn't be I wouldn't have hope here. It's just awful. Really, really awful. I'm trading at like $10 all the way down to $4. How old are we? We're a year old. Oh, no, we're not. We're really new. We're really new. Okay, right. Sorry, I thought it was on yeah, we're fairly new. Like this is only like 12 days old in terms of Binance listing. Maybe I should look at another chart. I'll look at another chart, see if we got any other data, right? Can't be judging it on like 10 days. So this is like a month. It's obviously a very new coin coming through here. It's not really listed on that many things, but it's not on KuCoin, but it did get a Binance listing, so that it shows that probably there's a bit of confidence coming through. That Nathan, don't you worry, MATIC is next. There is it just shows there is probably Binance giving it a bit of I don't know, maybe a bit of confidence coming through for Binance, but charting wise, absolutely really terrible, like worst chart of the day. Oh, your ETH wallet got hacked. That sucks, man. Really feel for you, man. That sucks. Let's have a little look at my third and final altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today. I want to talk about a little position that I executed here for MATIC. Still in. She's not finished. Fingers crossed. Don't worry, Nathan. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. Yeah, so So. Start off here on the daily. It's quite messy. Just have some water and then we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it. My hair's a bit of a state. Still receding. Oh, that's good. That's good. My third and final altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be MATIC, Polygon, the famous MATIC. As you can see here, guys, we've got an upwards sloping parallel channel. Not looking all that bad, but what I would say is with BTC trending down, obviously MATIC is going to be trending down as well. We did see nearly all-time highs getting breached most recently here for MATIC. Not quite, didn't quite get there. Back to those May highs coming through. I didn't quite get there, but we tested it nonetheless, right? We did test at least the candle body close there, which is obviously quite progressive there for MATIC. It just shows the confidence is in the air there for MATIC, and obviously all the technology and stuff they've got is pretty good stuff coming through there. In terms of resistance that we are finding along this top side here, very strong. Very, very strong indeed. So this is the next point of resistance I would be looking for if we do see progression to the upside. Whether we break that to the upside, it would be amazing. If we can, we're going to be looking at this measure move here, guys. This measure move, where is it? Yeah, this is the measure move, top side to bottom side here. We're going to be basically bringing that up, and that's going to be the breakout scenario we are going to be looking for. Around a 43.04% gain there, pretty progressive indeed. To the lower side here, out of this chart pattern, if we do break down here, we've obviously got this measure move like so, and then this is going to be the move to the downside, around 41% gain there. This is only really going to happen if BTC is going to have the continuation of the downside. They're very strong indeed in terms of a downtrend there, so definitely something to be looking out for there. If BTC is going to be crashing, we want to be profiting from that crash across the board, across altcoin breakdowns, right? Now, those are the breakout scenarios for the longer term time frames. For the short position that I did execute coming through here, we have seen quite a nice progression, right? I didn't want to get in until we cleared the 200 EMA, and also this very strong horizontal here, as you can see. Very strong horizontal at $1.932 there. You can see the resistance coming down from that zone, and also the support, right? The support along this zone is really, really quite strong. So that's why I didn't really want to get in until we broke that, because I was shorting this. Well, I am shorting this at this time. And I'm aiming for around 26% there, but really probably more like 21% if we are going to see the completion of this measure move. But I am taking profit the whole way, guys. I've already hit 2 take profits along this zone. I'll show you the candle entry that I got involved with. It was the candle body close below this zone, below all major moving averages, below this low as well. It was a very nice, quite a nice entry there. First take profit point was at this point here at $1.81 there, $1.81. Second take profit, $1.75. What do you do when you hit your first take profit, guys? You take your stop loss, you move your stop loss to your entry point, right? So my stop loss is now at my entry point. I've already taken profit twice, and now I'm just letting it run, right? I'm letting it run because I know it's profitable. I've already made like a nice 4.9% gain there, and a nice 8.29% gain there. So really quite profitable in a sense. And now I'm looking for the 11%. If I don't get it, it's not the end of the world. My stop loss is at break even. So now I just basically have my limit orders set, and I'm just like, cool, let it run. I'm cool. I've already made money. It's a successful trade. I don't need to look at it again. When it does hit more take profits, is going to be good. It's going to be great stuff indeed, and I might think about trailing my stop loss down as we go, but to be honest, I'm happy with how it's run so far. And if BTC is going to start trending down again, then yeah, we're probably going to see MATIC do the same. So yeah, it's really not all bad news for my trade there. But yeah, that's just something I did want to touch on ever so briefly. I think I did touch on the potential possibilities for this trade, probably like maybe a week ago or so, maybe last week. And yeah, so this is something I did jump in and get involved with. So yeah, well done to anyone else who did their own research and did get involved with too. But overall, I would say it is still looking quite bearish for MATIC. We do have quite strong higher lows here in terms of the most recent crashes on December the 4th. So yeah, these obviously the candle bodies after that zone that we're pretty much testing that level of support here at $1.75 there, $1.75 there. If we can break that to the lower side there, easily $1.70, easily. get tested. We're below all major moving averages here. We've got the volume weighted ATR band sat at $1.76. So yeah, we can easily wick below that or use that as support. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, that's gonna be your daily update today on MATIC. What I would say is fairly bearish, right? If you are looking for that bullish momentum, I would say you want to be getting over this $1.86 there for that confirmation for that leg up, and the leg up would be up to $1.92 there. 93, sorry, and just take into consideration, right, there is resistance from this zone as well. Multiple times we have tested that and got pretty swiftly rejected. So yeah, just please take that into consideration if you are looking for any sort of trade or anything like that. But yeah, that was the reason I didn't jump in as of yet until we got a nice candle body close below that. But yeah, that's gonna be your daily update today on MATIC. Now I've got something in my eye, it's burning. Yeah, guys, if you are struggling with the YouTube notifications, I know they're pretty bad and they don't tell you like when I'm live. It's really annoying actually. They don't tell you when I'm live. If you did want to join the Crypto Chester feed on Telegram, there is a link in the description if you do want to join that. I tell you when I'm going live, literally like every day. I go live every single morning, Monday to Thursday, and then Friday nights I'm going to do a longer, lengthy, more detailed stream. I think that's going to be quite cool. We're going to get some stuff going on there. 34 likes, unbelievable, guys. Do appreciate the likes. And yeah, so yeah, if you did want to jump on the Telegram feed, you can. We've also got a pop-in Telegram community as well for you guys if you did want to jump involved with that. That is obviously, the link is in the description as well. And also, what else is there? There's something in my eye, that's for certain. What else is there? There is the Twitter, guys. If you want to follow the Twitter, the link is in the description. Yeah, I think it isn't. Maybe. Might not be. If it's not in the description, it's written. Is it there? Yeah, it's written there. Yeah, if you want to go follow the Twitter, I also post on there as well, and vice versa for the Facebook page and all that stuff. But yeah, let's do some more requests there. Amy Campbell has come through and said Yark Tech. Interesting. I think a lot of people are saying Yark Tech or Yark Tech. What's the code for that, Amy? If you know that, because other people are saying Yark Tech. Interesting. All written differently as well. So it does make me think that there's bots here, which isn't good. Maybe I got it wrong, but we're thinking of including a few more trading pairs in the Ultra package. Perhaps you've done so already. I can't seem to figure it out. Yeah, so I have included like an extra, I think it's like an extra 4 or 5 pairs coming through there. And they're pretty much done on a bot. A bot is basically telling you when to long and short through the reaction of the indicator, right? And you should have access to that indicator now, LR. If you don't, drop me a message on Telegram. I know you already have, and I'm yet to reply, so to apologize. So yeah, I will get back to you as soon as possible, right? Sorry, it's quite rude that I haven't. I've just been super busy. Yeah, you should have that. You should have that indicator, right? And you can basically go and back test that across a loads of pairs. It works across probably about 50 different crypto pairs. In terms of being profitable. So yeah. The ones that I've added the bot to, I think it's only like 10 pairs or something like that. So yeah, that they should be the signals should be coming through in the Ultra package at this time. Mr. Miles saying my request, from what I've heard, L1 blockchain behind Ethereum and daily and 30-day NFT sales volume design specific entities likely undervalued. Interesting. Well, it's getting popular for games. Interesting. Jonah, morning gorgeous. Good morning to you. We've got Gang of Bulls saying, are we just going to retest the channel on BTC, Chester? I mean, yeah, man. It does look like that. It does look like we got a bearish divergence potentially coming through as well. Yeah, bearish divergence potentially coming through as well, which is obviously going to be is bearish divergence coming through as well, which is obviously going to be very progressive to the downside. So yeah, let's have a look at WAXP for Mr. Miles. Not on this chart. This is my short term. WAXP. Now, not great, but still not bad, right? And like, I say that because, like you're saying there is new things for NFTs and gaming and stuff like to do. So I just put my watch on really quite tight. I'm just gonna edit that. Yeah, so it's edit that. So yeah, it's not too bad. Like, we obviously do have a very strong uptrend. What we are seeing now is obviously a reaction to Bitcoin and the other markets just basically slamming us down continuously. But before that, through November, it's actually very, very strong, right? I mean, launching on Binance towards the end of August and then having September as the start of your chart there, I mean, that's just rough. That's just unlucky, really, for that to be happening. So this data isn't the most valid in terms of referencing the fundamentals behind this coin. But then after that, you've obviously got a very, very nice uptrend, and a lot of the markets were more just consolidating. You've got actually a really, really quite a nice uptrend. So that just does show a lot of confidence coming through here for this coin. Now, you have seen a bit of a sell-off most recently happen. But you can see this is obviously smart money coming through there. Nice, strong, big investment for the day there. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. I would be slightly worried if you lose 39 cents there. Then I would say definitely 34 cents is on the cards there. But that'd just be setting a new low of this trend. And then that'd basically just be setting a new higher low coming through here of this low point coming through here, right? So you've got the low, you've got the higher low, you've got other higher lows coming through here, but you've got the invalidation of these higher lows and these new higher lows getting set in terms of this uptrend, right? So yeah, not too bad. As long as you don't really start invalidating really, really crucial ones like here around 26 cents there, that's when I would really start to be worried there if you did lose that. But yeah, overall not too bad here. I would like a nice strong bounce like you have seen before. I would like a nice strong bounce and a lower high getting invalidated for that that bullish momentum to continue there. But overall, I wouldn't say it's the worst coin in the world right now. It's just got a very, very quite strong downtrend, but there's still potential there because it's still new and stuff like that. Let's have a look at Deso for Nathan. Deso for Nathan. In a world, one man, one opportunity. It's a Coinbase coin. Brace yourselves, guys. What is happening? What have you done, Nathan? What have you done, man? It's not good. Is this me? What's happening? No, it's obviously it's no data, right? Or is it so new that there's not as much data? It'd still be a daily candle, right? Unlucky, Nathan. as a C Gikyon FN says, your money's gone, Nathan. It says broker is not connected, so we obviously don't have data here for TradingView, but yeah, it might be one to look at on potentially potentially PooCoin or something like that, right? If there's no data here, but yeah, Nathan, I've lost everything. Good buying opportunity. Yeah, the price is it's negative. It's zero. Let's look at Ergo. Ah, God. It's a KuCoin, guys. So brace yourselves. I've really got something in my eye. This is what's wrong with these charts? That's really quite progressive, right? It's just, we've got some old TA coming through there. Progressive to the downside, right? We've got some old TA coming through there. God, something in my eye really bad. As you can see, we do have old TA, as I said 3 times. But this is just a fine example of a falling wedge chart pattern, guys, and it breaking to the upside, right? So yeah, this would have been a lovely, lovely long position if you did get involved with that. Very nice indeed. You would have got in on the break, riding that wave all the way up. Completion of the measure move around 20% there. I would have gone for there. Amazing stuff. Can't remember whether I did or not, but yeah, amazing. Now, just in terms of a reflection of what's actually happening here, we've obviously got this pretty strong low from open here. It's going to be really bad if we lose this, guys. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's going to be really, really quite bad if we lose this. Just shows that since listing on KuCoin, obviously you did get a nice bit of progression to the upside, but it's you've been slammed down really quite badly, really quite badly there, and that basically shows that if you get below this figure, then these negative figures here, you're going to be in a worse scenario than you were before your KuCoin listing, which is obviously really bad, really quite bad there. So yeah, not good in terms of ergo. I don't really know the just turn the miner to it. Yeah, I don't really know the fundamentals of this coin, but yeah, it's looking really quite a bad chart, right? I really want to bounce in a lower high, getting invalidated, but we're just not seeing that. These downtrend is so strong. Even through like November, it was a really rough road again. So yeah, the confidence on this coin is just it's not good. It's not good right here, right now. Everyone go fund Nathan on GoFundMe. Dessa gets listed at 9 a.m. PT time on Coinbase Pro. Is that today, Nathan? Because if it is, then if it's a new listing that's got potential, we as a community, that's something that we could do some research on together, and we could all profit from Nathan's intuition there. Listing today. It's already done some moves already though. Yes. Okay, that's quite cool. Interesting. Might be worth a little look. Should we have a look at Quant for Permabear? What was he looking at? Quant. Is it Quant? What's wrong with these charts? somebody fix them. It's really awful. Just trending down really quite aggressively. Even through this Binance listing, is obviously we did see a bit of progression. I mean to say recently we have seen quite a nice pump to the upside there, and what we are seeing here could be a higher low. Could be a higher low coming through there. Yeah, I mean BTC just scurrying around again. Yeah, it could be a higher low coming round here. And when I say higher low, guys, I mean we need confirmation of that. We need to break this high to actually confirm this higher low coming through there, and then we could be if we set a lower high, then yeah, it's going to be confirmed, but it's just not very strong. It's not as strong unless we clear this lower high here. So yeah, ideally we want this to be our low, higher low, higher low, higher low, progression, breaking that lower high, progression to the goddamn moon. So yeah, that's going to be the sort of ideal scenario here for Quant, but overall, guys, it does look bullish. Bearish, right? It does look bearish. We are seeing buybacks here, very strong. But you can see after these buybacks, we're just trending down, right? They're not valid. They're not seeing the base camp one of Everest actually get reached here. And when I say that, guys, if you are new to that analogy here on this channel, when we see parabolic motion like so, we want to be climbing Everest. Everest has got base camps. We need to be consolidating in these base camps to take us up from base camp 1 to base camp 2, right? That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario there for it. But unfortunately, when you go parabolic like so, if you don't hit base camp 1 and you don't consolidate along the top side of this trend, then you're going to get wrecked, right? You're just going to get wrecked. And this has been happening literally multiple times here. So it does show selling power coming through there for Quant coming through. But yeah, what I do want to say is, curious, do you have any Sol? Solana, baby. Yeah, I actually hold quite a lot of Solana, and I have been buying it the whole way down. I do really think it's going to be doing very well in the future. I still think it's seriously underpriced. We'll look at it in terms of the race right now. We're 5th right now, but if you look at the gap in terms of the market cap between Solana and, like, say, Binance Coin, because these two are they've got the same fairly sort of ideals coming through there in terms of technology and stuff. Obviously, I know Binance Coin, obviously we've got Binance backing it and stuff like that, but but it just shows that the actual gap in terms of the market cap is nearly double. So we need to basically take into consideration that the Solana's got quite a lot of progression to the upside to yet achieve. So I do think Solana is asleep at the moment, right? It is asleep at the moment, but we saw it run up when it started running up. I think it was from July the 21st. We saw Solana start to really run, and it went up like 830%. So this pullback that we are seeing now, absolutely fine, guys. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely healthy for it to be doing that. So yeah, this is just an accumulation phase for Solana in my opinion. And are we going to see lower prices? We probably will with the state of Bitcoin right now. But for me, as I was saying, these are just accumulation phases right now for myself. I'm just trying to accumulate as much Solana as physically possible, because in the long term, when we do see this downtrend actually take a curl to the upside, right, we're going to see Solana really bang it up again, right? There's a hell of a lot of confidence coming through there. I know quite a lot of NFT projects are getting launched on the Solana blockchain as well, which is quite nice to see. Christine says, Elon tweet again and Doge up 20%. Is it? Should we have a look? Oh, yeah, 23%. Look at that. Guys, please. If you want to go FOMO in, you go FOMO in. But for me, in terms of a risk-reward scenario, this is not how I trade. This is not nice. You're probably going to get wrecked if you are going to be buying Doge now, right? But yeah, it's interesting to see him starting to tweet again about this, because obviously it's very, very manipulative, as you can see here. If you want to manipulate a chart, this is it. Wow, Doge to the moon, right? Goodness me. Yeah, it's quite nice to see this live. So see how quickly this actually, and see how quickly this actually banged it up, right? Hadra Salim says, learning so much about reading charts through your streams. Thank you very much, man. I do appreciate when people do say that they're actually learning from me, because literally that's why I'm here every day. Literally I do this for free. I don't rely on YouTube ads or any of that crap. Obviously they do pay me for the YouTube ads, but it's like it's not even worth it. Like I'd get like a tenner a month or something stupid. It's like, honestly, it's like a beer. But yeah, and you can see I'm not here shilling you affiliate links or any of that crap. I'm literally here to teach you TA. I'm here to teach you TA. I do my TA while on stream with you guys, and I'm marking stuff along my watches and stuff like that. Some coins that I'm doing, and I'm literally looking at it and going, right, once I finish the stream, what I do, I go back onto all the charts and I go execute a load of positions, right? Because we're looking at them on stream. I know what's going on the charts. So I'm teaching you for free every morning. That's something, and it's helping me as well. So it's a win-win for both of us. And for you to say that you are actually learning, which it's nice, man. It is nice, because obviously I don't get anything from this apart from the satisfaction of teaching people. So yeah, that's why I do what I do, right? Why I do what I do. But yeah, interesting stats coming through for the old Doge. Now this is going to be quite interesting to see how this does actually sell off, right? Volume weighted ATR, man, guys. Let's just take a step for a second, because this is going to get breached. It's going to get hit at $18.94, and I can pretty much say 100% it's going to get reached. Like, I've seen these Doge pumps happen like multiple times here. You see a massive pump, and then what you see is people trying to get involved now, and then they're just getting sold into, right? They're just going to get sold into like crazy. So yeah, let's watch. Let's watch. Yeah, after this, guys, I'm probably going to be ending the stream. Lauren says, bless your lovely, kind heart, Chess. Thank you. Do appreciate it. And to be honest, I'm really happy with a good time to sell Doge. Potentially, man, but all it takes is there you go, near enough hit it. All it takes is Elon to tweet again, and obviously it's just gonna bang it. If he just spam loads of tweets, it would just to the moon, right? So yeah, for me, that's not how I like to trade. As you know, like, I don't like to go on the FOMO and the FUD side of things. I mean, to be honest with you, like, if I'm in a trade and like the FOMO kicks in, amazing. Like, that's great. Obviously, it's gonna be making me loads and loads of money, but yeah, I don't like to trade like that, just purely on that. And yeah, volume weighted ATR band breached, as we just said there. But yeah, I would expect this to probably come lower. And when I say lower prices, probably, yeah, we got volume weighted ATR band at here on the 5 minutes. So let's watch this one get breached as well, because it's very likely that it's going to, guys. And that's at 18.6 6.7. So yeah, let's have a little look at that as well. It's appreciated, bro. Yeah, thanks guys, I do appreciate it. Yes, last index coming through with the super chat. What's up, G? What's up, my man? Hope you're having a good day, bro. Hope you're doing well. See you smashing your trades yesterday, bro. Did really, really well. Did really, really well in there. I'm making that cold hard cash, because you all know why we're here. We're here to make money. I don't know why I put on an accent for that, right? I do jump in and out of all my accents. I do enjoy that. I hope someone makes profit off that. So do I, guys. I hope you guys make hope you guys make some money, of course. We got Roger saying, what up, Chester, my man, coming through. Do appreciate Roger. Is BTC going up this month again? No. No, I'm not sure, man. It is overall for BTC, guys. We are still very where are we? Here we go. We are still very bearish. If we do reclaim all major moving averages here around 49.50k there, we've still got this lower high to go over around 50,000, and then we've got 51 to get over in terms of this lower high, and then we're going to get to the top side of this area, right? If we can get to the top side of this area, then we could be looking for a nice congruent breakout, but the congruent breakout here, guys, it's going to be above 53k, right? And we know about 53k. What happened last time we tested 53k here? Rejection to the downside. Really awful. Really, really quite bad. It was like 10,000 bucks in like 5 minutes or something crazy. So yeah, if we do get to 53k, we're probably going to see rejection. We're probably going to see a lot of momentum to the downside from there. So yeah, just prepare for that. Didn't quite get the volume weighted ATR band from where I said it would get to here, because we were, before it changed here on the 5 minute time frame. So yeah, we're probably gonna, you can see we're actually seeing a nice pump to the upside from that, but I would still say we're gonna lose it, guys. I would still say we're gonna lose it. It is the 5 minute open here, and this is when you see it open and it bounces to the other side ever so quickly. That usually means that we're going to see the other side get chased down, as you are watching now. So yeah, just a nice little pullback before the confirmed dump to the downside, right? But yeah, the prediction was going to be what it was, 18.68. So let's see if we can actually bang that there. This is why these volume weighted ATR bands are really, really quite good for scalping down, especially in a situation like this. Because overall, if you think about this this pump for Doge, obviously it's Elon doing his mentalness coming through there. You see everyone getting in here. This is obviously a lot of FOMO coming through there, just pure FOMO. So the people actually investing in this, they're probably not going to be investing 5% of their portfolio. They're probably going to be dumping in like 60, maybe even 80% of their portfolio. Very, very, very high risk, right? When I'm trading, literally no more than 5% of your portfolio. You should not be trading no more than 5%, because if you're to have a really bad day and you're losing, and you lose like 30% of your portfolio, you're gonna get wrecked, right? You're gonna be chasing those losses like continuously. And there we go, near enough hitting that price prediction there. But yeah, you're just basically going to get wrecked continuously if you are going to be trading more than 5% of your portfolio there. So there you go. As we were saying, volume weighted ATR band tapped and lost. So yeah, this is a very clean example of unsure investors here in crypto just jumping in because they've seen Elon tweets, and this is why you are seeing this have an aggressive sell-off, right? You are seeing this have an aggressive sell-off, and it probably will be quite aggressive all the way down to around 0.177, that sort of area there. Because people getting in, even people getting in here, they're probably they're just going to be taking their profit and riding that wave literally continuously down. So yeah, overall, should we look at another price target here for the old Doja? We've got obviously the volume weighted ATR band at 17.73. I mean, that's quite ambitious. Ambitious? It's quite ambitious. Can't speak properly. For now to be getting to that price. So I'm not going to put a price target down of there, but another volume weighted ATR band coming through as well. So yeah, I would just expect this to be coming down for a while, at least at 18.05 or 18 cents in general, right? That's what I would expect. Imagine someone from this stream bought the top. No, never buy the tops, guys. I can't stress that enough, right? This looks bad. Slight move up, but no pump. The SHIB army is rallying, I'm sure. Yeah, let's have a look at SHIB ever so quickly. I just dropped my If you guys don't know what I fiddle with, it's an old English £5 coin. Oh, Doge has been around 8 years. Yeah, Doge has been around a long, long time, right? A long, long time. People made a lot of money buying Doge at the start. And then obviously Elon jumped on the bandwagon and it pumped like thousands of percents, right? Yeah, you can see the SHIB army are trying. They're trying. See if we've got any data coming through for SHIB. Just a huge bull flag scenario coming through there. If we are going to bang it here for SHIB, targets are 3.6. Yeah, it'd be this lower high if we are going to get anywhere. And even then, we're going to see sell-off. Because we might see a rally up like so, but it's never going to be... I mean, I'll never say never, but I wouldn't... The chances of it having a rally up like we have seen here, it's really quite low, especially after seeing all this filth coming through here. So in terms of the coin market cap race, SHIB is actually holding its own at $18 billion market cap. So not too bad for SHIB, but you can see it did surpass Doge, and Doge has actually surpassed it again. And as I was saying there, for Doge, for the longer term time frame, I would say Doge is like, it's going to be seriously undervalued, right? It's going to be seriously undervalued in terms of the longer term time frame, right? Yeah, we have near enough reached the volume weighted ATR one on the hourly, near enough losing. If we lose this, guys, if we lose the volume weighted ATR one on the hourly here, in terms of the pullback that we are seeing over the next 5 minutes, we will definitely see a rundown, right? We definitely will see a rundown for Doge here, because that's basically just confirmation of the rejection of that that hourly volume weighted ATR one. Let's find some data here for you guys to be referencing for resistance. Resistance, very, very key there, banging it down. Finding it, losing it, bang. Finding it, losing it, bang. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Resistance, 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 resistance. Need I say any more? Yeah, so if we did lose this, then we are going to actually see us come down. I mean, to be honest, we've seen a bit of a pump coming through. Has Elon tweeted again? Interesting stuff, guys. But yeah, so I'm going to call it a day, guys. Hour and 43 minutes. Pretty cool stream. Enjoyed myself. Hopefully you guys have learned some stuff. And yeah, just stay away from SHIB and Doge. I'm only joking, right? For me personally, I don't mess with SHIB and Doge. They're not the risk reward scenario for me isn't there. There's the reason for that is one, the seriousness of crypto is being ruined by them, but also there's hundreds of other coins to be trading like that are better in terms of a risk reward scenario there. With utility cases and stuff like that. Oh, goodness. Big yawns coming through that. But yeah, in terms of removing the facial hair, as Mr. Miles says, I'm working on a trading strategy at the moment, and I said to myself, I'm not going to be shaving it until that trading strategy is done. I mean, to put it into perspective, I spent like 30 hours of my weekend working on this strategy. Like, I've probably put in like over 200 hours working on it now, so it's nearly done. Fingers crossed, it's nearly goddamn done. So yeah, you will just see me with no beard at one point on stream. I'll just come on stream and be like, hello, I'm a boy. I look really young. So yeah. Donna says, enjoyed. Thanks. Don't forget to smash the like on the way out if you enjoyed the content, guys. Yeah, I do appreciate the likes coming through. We are on like 39 likes. Unbelievable. So yeah, I do appreciate the likes. I do put 8K into SHIB years ago and it turned into billions. It's a meme, but that's a lot of profit. Yeah, I mean, at the start of the meme journey, then yeah, I think that's fine, Mr. Miles. And like, if you did want to go and find like the top, I don't know, top new 50 meme coins that are coming out, I'm sure one of them is going to do 1,000%. I'm sure one of them will probably do a 2,000%. So yeah, going investing in all of them, that's absolutely fine. As long as you've got the money to burn, you can forget about that money, right? Because a lot of the projects will fail if they haven't got actually like a use case. But as you can see, look, we're losing the volume weighted ATR and falling. But like you're saying, like the profit he's made from that, amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If you're going to invest in early, that's brilliant. But to make 8 million, to put 8K into SHIB and turn into billions. I don't know about billions, man. I don't know about billions, but yeah, if you are going to be making, say, millions, you're not going to be doing that with Doge or SHIB now. You're not. The percentages are just ridiculous. Like, if Elon was to tweet about a new meme coin, it would probably do 1,000%. It probably would. But for Doge, like he's tweeted, it's done 20%. Like, you're putting in like, say $1,000, you're gonna make literally $200. It's like it's not worth it. You could like put in a nicer trade, a more risk reward scenario on a different project, and a more reliable coin than Doge or SHIB, right? All right, Lauren. I know you love SHIB. No, I will do some SHIB. $8,000 in SHIB in August last year is now worth a whopping 5.7 billion. Okay, fair enough. Okay, wow, interesting. To appreciate all your good work, Chester. Thanks for enlightening us with your trading views. Yeah, I do appreciate you, LR. Yeah, I will get back to your Telegram message as soon as physically possible. But yeah, Lauren, I might do some SHIB research. Probably kill me doing it, but I might do it for you. Yeah, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow morning for another good morning stream. But for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. Juicy. Are you feeling juicy? Cold hard cash. Money. You want to make money? I can make you money. Not financial advice. Peace.